Okay, long pause.
Long pause.
Wait, am I saying hi? Hi, I'm Raylene.
I'm Allie.
I'm Phoebe.
I'm Taryn.
I'm Mallory.
I'm Colette.
And I'm Elena, and we're Troop 11133, and we've been Girl Scouts for 10 years.
Okay, so as Girl Scouts, we have bigger opportunities to help our community as well as communities globally.
I just really think Girl Scouts is great because you really develop awesome leadership skills, and as you get older, you can use those when you're an adult.
As an older Girl Scout, you get many more opportunities. For example, we've completed Silver Awards, and we're about to complete our Gold Award.
Hi, I'm Emily, and I really like Girl Scouts because it gives me a lot of opportunities to be a leader, and it's made me really independent and confident in myself, and being able to work well with others.
I think Girl Scouts is really great for developing leadership qualities because when you're younger, you can look up to older girls and you can kind of see those leadership qualities in them. And once you become older yourself, you can have many more opportunities to be a leader, whether that be like mentoring younger troops or like taking on projects all by yourself, like our Silver Awards, or like going to places like Costa Rica, which we did, which was an amazing opportunity that you can't have when you're a younger Girl Scout.
And our Silver Award we split the troops into two, and for my group, we volunteered to create like care packages for foster kids for when they're pulled from their homes. They have nothing to take with them, so we'd give them that. And that was a really cool project for all of us to participate in because at that age, it was like so special, and we were only about 12 or 13, I think. And that really made me feel like I was finally becoming more of a leader and like being able to have a real impact on the community. So that was cool.
Yeah. So for the Silver Award that my half of the troop did, we helped an organization that rehabilitates horses, and we fundraised a lot to help them create a compost bin thing. And it took a really long time, and we had to use many different companies to help us get it all done. And at the end, it just felt really good to know that like you made a real impact on like this organization, and you helped the community around and helped horses, which we were really excited about.
One thing that's really cool for me to look back at is when I was a younger Girl Scout and we would attend Girl Scout events, and there would be older Girl Scouts that are our age now, and we would look up to them as role models, and now we're the role models to younger Girl Scouts, which is a cool like transition to see.
So with all these opportunities that we've had to be leaders, whether it's putting on events or doing our Silver Award or going to Costa Rica and fundraising for yourself, I just really think that those are really unique to Girl Scouts, and you can't get those opportunities in other places. Leadership skills are so important for your future jobs if you want to be a boss or you just want to be a good communicator. They're so important just for like interpersonal relationships, and I just think being a leader makes you more confident in yourself and just like a better person, confident in your abilities and what you can and can't do. And I really think Girl Scouts has given me opportunities to do that and to grow in that, and to have role models that teach me how to be a better leader, like my troop leader, like the girls in my troop have shown me how to be better leaders, girls who are older than me. And then the more you work with little kids or the more you put on things, the better you get at it. And that's why I think Girl Scouts is amazing, to teach you really good leadership qualities.
With Girl Scouts, you can face a lot of challenges with like the social aspect of like, are people gonna make fun of me for wearing the vest or selling cookies? But you should really stay in it because it looks really good with colleges, and you build a lot of friendships, and they're really long-lasting.
So part of the challenge about being a Girl Scout when you're older is that there's lots of stereotypes, and sometimes it can be really hard to tell people because you're like, yeah, I'm 16 and I'm a Girl Scout. So there's definitely some issues with that, but we've all found ways to get through that.
Yeah, we found that most of the time when you tell people that you're a Girl Scout, they have a stereotype in their mind about how we like tie knots together and go on camping trips, and that's about all we do. But once we tell them what we really do as a troop, like the amazing experiences that we have, they find that it's not so lame, and so it's definitely worth it.
So I was a Girl Scout till around 12 years old, and I moved to San Diego for about 2 years, and I left without really, I didn't want to leave. These were my close friends. I didn't want to leave them, obviously, because we do so many fun things together. And then the reason why I joined back, obviously, is because I remember doing those fun things together, and that's what Girl Scouts is all about, just like having fun with your friends, but also serving the community. When it came time for all of us to decide if we were going to stay in Girl Scouts, we all sat down and talked about it, and we realized that just staying together as such a like close group of friends is way more important than like the label that you have as a Girl Scout. So we decided that, you know, we've all been together since first grade, and we're all best friends, so it's just the fun outweighs the like embarrassment almost of it.
Cool.
Okay.
And when you get into a good college.
I can say something about how, like, it'll just be really quick, but it's like when people, I know that when I tell people about what I do with my troop and in Girl Scouts, no one has anything but respect for all the community service we do and the volunteering and just helping out, like, our whole community. It's just, everyone's just really amazed by how much we do.
I think another major reason that we all decided to stick in Girl Scouts was, yes, we were all best friends, so it was like not really that big of a deal because we were all kind of in it together and we were all feeling the same way. But then also we had to look at our futures and how Girl Scouts affected like college applications and how much Girl Scouts are valued in like the older community. And you may not feel like super special or important when you're in high school and you're a Girl Scout, but once you're like an adult and people realize like everything you've accomplished in Girl Scouts, and the longer you stay in it, the more you can accomplish, I think that like your coworkers and your bosses will value like how much hard work you put in throughout your entire life. And when you're applying for colleges and stuff, when they see everything you've done compared to the other people who haven't done a gold award or a silver award, and it's so rare that people complete them now, that they'll really think that that is so much superior to other people's applications.
For the leaders, to get your girls to stay in Girl Scouts, I think it's really important to let them lead on their own and give them a lot more opportunities to be leaders. So, for example, like we started, our leader started letting us run our own meetings. So we would come up with ideas and lead our whole troop. So I think that was really important. And now we're to the point where we decide who we would like to donate to and even where we would like to go on trips. So it's really great for us, and that makes us want to stay in Girl Scouts.
Especially with the trips. When I moved back, like I said before, I was on the edge of coming back to Girl Scouts, whether or not I wanted to, and being in the midst of fundraising for Costa Rica really influenced my decision.
So I think we started to hesitate on whether we should stay in Girl Scouts around 5th or 6th grade. But what really made us stick in it was our leader allowing us to spend money on ourselves rather than just organizations in our community. So, for example, like we were able to go on trips. We have started to become okay with spending money on ourselves and rewarding ourselves for the work we've done for our community.
We were able to fundraise to go to Yosemite.
Being able to go on trips like Yosemite every year, and we're going to Point Reyes in July, and being able to go to Costa Rica in the past summer, it's really cool to be able to like bond with your troop even more, and it motivates us to all keep staying in Girl Scouts, and it's fun to be rewarded for all your hard work. And I think that it's so cool knowing that like we're fundraising for something that we're going to enjoy later, and I think it's like really the major drive behind being in Girl Scouts this long.
Like traveling with all of our friends in many, many circumstances is just like super, super fun, and it's only something that you can find in Girl Scouts.
So I have some really great memories from all my years in Girl Scouts. It's like so hard to choose just one or two or five. But one thing I think was really funny that I remember is we went on this vacation to Yosemite, and we were camping with the whole troop, and we saw this humongous spider, like huge, I didn't actually see it. I think really saw it. It was this huge spider, and we all screamed so loud. It was probably like 9 at night, and these people came running over. They're like, "What's going on?" And it was just, we're like, "There's a huge spider!" And we're all like grabbing onto each other and screaming. And they're like, "Oh my God, what is wrong with you guys?" And we're like, "We're Girl Scouts, and we're so afraid. Please help us." I don't know. That's just a really funny memory. Just like reminds me like how close we all are, and just like we've gone through stuff together, like big spiders. And then there's also like really cool stuff that we've done, like ziplining through the jungle in Costa Rica, which is something that like I'll never ever ever forget, and it was beautiful and amazing. Highly recommend.
One super special thing that I really remember is when we first arrived in Costa Rica, we were volunteering our time at this turtle sanctuary where we would rescue baby turtles late at night on the beach. And when we first pulled up to our little place we were staying at, we had to get there by boat, and it was very rural and something we had never experienced before, and we all just kind of gave each other a look like, are we really like here? Like, is this what we're doing? And we stayed in, they were basically like little tin shacks with not much to them. And everyone was just kind of like, had a feeling of unease. We kind of felt stranded, but once we like got settled and spent more time there, we realized like how cool it was that we were actually there, and we met the family that runs the turtle sanctuary, and it was just like one of the most amazing experiences that I've ever experienced. And now it's just something that we can always talk about and laugh about, and we just had the best time ever.
Just a few weeks ago, I completed my Gold Award, which I've been working on for maybe 2 years now. And it was just such a rewarding experience. I helped out the campus, but we have a retaining wall that goes up to school. And I like kind of got like a bunch of like community companies involved in planting like vines that'll cover it so it can no longer have graffiti on it. And it's just every day when I come to school, I pass that wall, and it's just amazing to see like the impact I made, and also how much I grew as a leader, being able to know that I'm able to kind of go up to adults and be like, okay, hi, I'm Colette, this is what's gonna happen. Like being able to know that I can take charge and like really get some huge project done on my own.
I have so many amazing memories from Costa Rica, but the one that really stands out the most to me was when we just have gotten to the house that was like paradise, and we were just like pinching ourselves from that. We were running out onto the beach, and the sunset was red. Like it made the whole water just bright orange, and I almost like died because it was so pretty. And the water was bath water. It felt like you were running into a hot tub. That was just like, it was so amazing. And being from Santa Cruz, it was just twice like, it was so pretty. And being in the water, I had to like pinch myself, and being with my friends, that was just amazing experience, and I would give anything to go back.
So one of the most amazing memories I have from Costa Rica is right after we had finished our about a week in the rough part of Costa Rica, where there was bugs everywhere and we were hot 24/7, and so that was kind of a hard experience for us. But once we drove on a long bus ride to our vacation house, it was amazing. It felt like it was out of a magazine, and I remember right when we got there and we saw our pool, all of our jaws were just hanging open the whole rest of the trip because we couldn't believe how beautiful it was. So that was just a really rewarding part of the vacation.
Overall, Girl Scouts has been the most rewarding and amazing experience for all of us, and I'm sure that we never would have had the opportunities to do all of these things that we have as a group of 8 best friends, and I think that all of us are super glad that we stuck with it and continued with our Girl Scout experience. Something I'll always remember from Girl Scouts was a couple years ago when we hiked to Clouds Rest in Yosemite, and it was easily the most beautiful place that I've ever seen because we were so high up looking over Half Dome, and there was just valleys of mountains below us, and we were on the very, very top. And I remember looking around at all my friends and just thinking
oh my gosh, like I'm here and with like the people that are most important to me in the world, and we just hiked like 14 miles and we were alive. And it was so cool to like have those experiences with my friends, and I have so many more to share, but I can't fit them all in this video. But same with we were in Costa Rica, and now like I'm so lucky that through Girl Scouts I've met like my best friends, and I think that if I had chosen to quit or if I had chosen to stop when I was like 10 or 11, like I wouldn't have 8 or 7 best friends to like talk to every single day. So I think that that's really special.
I was scared of dentists and the dark. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. All my friends are turning green. Yeah, the magician's assistant in their dream. Running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Here's this movie that I think you'll like. This guy decides to quit his job and head to New York City. This cowboy's running from himself. She's been living